Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the second match for day 2 here at Plantronics ACL Melbourne. I'm, of course, Bioacid. Joined now by the man of Dr. Curry, who was here yesterday casting up a storm. Here back again once again today. And mate, it's good to have you here.
It's definitely good to be here, day number 2. As you said, the final day and the finals day. In fact, we have all the major games going down on the main stage. And the next game that we have coming up, all series, is going to be a big one.
It is indeed. Of course, you got the guys of Avant-Garde up against the team of Insurgency, formerly known as Mindfreak. For those that aren't too sure, the Insurgency guys, well, the name has been around for a little while right now, and they've branched away from that whole Mindfreak organisation side of things. We will take you through the lineups in just a moment, but obviously, team history side of things, you're going to have Avant-Garde. They come into this one with the same lineup they've had for a little while now, but there was that history where Hopi and one of their other team members at the time of Fate left. They then made their own team up. That man of Enigma was in that new team they formed. However, after all the issues and everything, once the dust all settled, they ended up getting Hopi back and pulled Enigma in as well. So this is sort of his first LAN event with these guys, so it'll be good to see what he can do for the team in that regards. And then pushing on over from that sort of things, you're going to have the guys from Insurgency as well. A good rounded team in my opinion, but still, they're going to be trying to do a little bit of magic. Of course, Kui being the replacement there. The man of Envious Kitty, who is actually playing for the team. Who's he actually team with today? I can't remember. Coop the Grace, I think it is. He was actually a part of the original Mindfreak lineup at CoD Champs. Since then, he branched away a little bit himself, and he's just here to fill in for the Coop the Grace team. So they've picked up Kui, who has competed in a few events for him now. Be good to see how these guys all play it out in the end. As I need to get inside one of these games at the same time. I'm not quite sure who the host is going to be. Looks like Volsider. He's got a hard point there on Slums. I'm assuming it's going to be him.
Let's hope.
Oh, he's playing. I don't know. These guys in their lobbies, I tell you. But it's going to be winners bracket round 3 once again, ladies and gentlemen. So it is going to see hard point Yemen. Okay, this is testing some settings, it would seem. I'm going to see with Volsider. Have a bit of a look around here in the Ghost Little Camp area. We'll end the game. I'll lead this game because I'm not quite sure who's going to be the host. I'm assuming it may be Volsider or Kyle because he does seem to host most of these matches up. But Dr. Curry, I don't know how much you know in regards to these teams, but still tipping-wise, what do you think in regards to the series score and who will take it out?
I've seen Insurgency play a lot online. I do have a few of them on my friends list, so I've been watching them. Because practicing, I might go through a couple of their recent games, and I've seen them play, and I've seen them slowly just work together as a team very, very well from the games that they've been playing. And of course, Avant. Everyone should know who Avant are. They're one of the more dominant teams, one of the more well-known. In Volsider, a great guy in the community, literally best mate. So, I want to go for one team, but at the same time, I don't want to put the other one down. So I'm hoping to see, a 2-2 comes down to the final game. I want to see it go the distance. I honestly do think the games and the series can go the distance. Yeah,
it would be good, obviously, with that S&D being the final game type to see it go all the way right to that end. You said Volsider, one of the nicest guys. The team actually got voted in one of their community, People's Choice Awards as the nicest team in the community. They even let teams come first and second. And these guys are obviously formerly known as the team of Forever Third back in the Cruelty Incarnate days. So, they changed that up. Brisbane, they got second, coming back out of the losers bracket, defeating, I'm not sure what the team name was at the time, but it was a man who was Claw who was playing in that team from the GameCon Envy team, and they defeated them in the losers bracket final, came back and won, and didn't win the grand final, obviously. They're up against Immunity, one of pretty much the best team we have to offer here from our region. These guys still getting set up, ladies and gentlemen, so we'll perhaps just bring the music back in for a short moment and then get back into it in just a little while. So enjoy that little camera angle there of the guys from Avant-Garde. You've got Enigma, Vamped, Hopi, and Volsider right in front of you.
My parachute won't let me fly. I'll survive 'cause we got love. Summer days will fade away and pass us by, but we'll survive 'cause we got love. Baby, what we got love, and it's all we got love. Baby, what we got love. Baby, what we got. you crowned your breath when you're choking on your words. You'll set your right turn when you're ready to start. Leaning on my heart. Close your eyes, just reach your arms out wide. Don't be afraid of a chance for a miracle. Scare it away, being cynical. Step into open skies. Close your eyes, jump into something you don't recognize. Just reach your arms out wide. Cut me loose, my parachute won't let me fly. I'll survive, cause we got love. Summer days will fade away and pass us by, but we'll survive, cause we got love. Baby, what we got love. And it's all we got love. Baby, what we got love. Baby, what we got. Baby, what we got. Baby, what we got. Don't need a tune with a view on the west side. Just wanna wake up at your side. Cause when you know it, in a blink of a moment, it's like I'm falling for the first time. Cut me loose, my parachute won't let me fly. I'll survive, cause we got love. Baby, what we got love. Baby, what we got. Baby, what we got. We are the fire burning in the wild. We're gonna light up the darkest night. We are the kids with the hungry hearts, and they can never keep us apart. Yeah, we go higher than high until we kiss the sky. So no matter what you heard, we are the people, we rule the world.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, as the match time ticks on down. We are about to begin in regards to this matchup here. Now, I'm not quite sure. One of the players did change the team, the name, but they didn't actually sign in and out. That is why you see Izzy on there. He's not actually playing, don't worry. There's the man of Macca, who will be under that name, I would assume, because obviously the rest of the guys aren't there. It's got Critical Kiwi, Zeke, and Macca, for those that are wondering. But Hardpoint, yeah, going to start things off here, Dr. Curry. And these guys are looking to get first points on the board. It'll go in favour there of Avant-Garde, as they're going to get that one. And now the guys from the team of Insurgency will take it a little bit longer here. Critical now are on board with him. MSMC in hand, getting those streaks up. Modes for the knife through the smoke, can't find him. And he actually gets team killed by Macca there from behind.
Their biggest enemies are themselves. It seems that way. We've seen lots of team killing going on this series, but it is, as you said, the start of the game. You won't see too many teams be trying to get full dominance of the hill. They will, in fact, be just trying to get map control and set up for next rotations. That's what you mainly want to do when you get straight into the game. And you're going to see that a lot as Critical gets a massive kill on Vamp. They're trying to take over the hill, but Vilesider shuts him down there. And as I said, players just fighting over map control right now.
Yes, exactly right. Obviously, with that middle hill, you know, it's a bit of the drips and drags they usually go for. It contested a fair bit. Vilesider right now inside of it. With that MSMC, he's very close to the war machine. He knows it. He comes on up. Comes on a bit too early, though. And it becomes now 22-8. Of course, he'll set to rotate now to Treehouse, and the guys will be looking to go get some points out of that one. Double Doors, the man of Izzy's, or Macro, I should say, is going to push around towards that area. We're going to jump aboard the newest member. Obviously, first event for Avant-Garde live at the LAN is the Men of Enigma, as we see there on screen as well. The Avant-Garde is there. For those that don't know, you got Enigma, Vamped, Hopi, and Volsoda right down the end there.
Yeah, definitely. It's actually such a good and strong lineup. I think with the addition of Hopi, they are a team you do not want to mess with. As Vamped has been in this hill for a very long time now and is getting some really decent points on the board. Actually, nearly 50 points separates the two teams. It is only the start of the game, so we do not need to worry too much. But we do see that lightning strike in. Oh, he just picks up there and the Hellstorm in his back pocket. He's going to be making his way towards that War Machine. And if he does pick up the War Machine, we could see some big plays happening.
You would indeed. Obviously, next year will be a fruit, the fruit market at the back there. But the War Machines are very good to be utilised in Church. Obviously, because the shotgun's so dominant in that small little area, if you can clear it out of a War Machine, it only takes 1 or 2 taps away from the Love Gun, and it'll pretty much pick him up easily. As Volsto's on a 5 score streak right now, his Vamps there as well. You know, Hopi coming on board with him, though. Coming to this left-hand side of the street, looking around for some players, checking up high in that little crow's nest area, making sure no one's going to be sneaking above him and dropping down like a drop there on top. You're going to see, at the moment, though, challenging here at the marketplace, but the Avant guys are pushing away a bit more in the lead here, 88-13 right now. As we'll jump on over and have a bit of a look at the guys from the team of Insurgency now. And I'm going to have a look with, well, it's Kui. Let's see what the Kui man's doing.
Look, Kui, he's normally running the OBJ, but as we say, that
Debut
file slider. He just brings in that lightning strike, just clearing the whole area, even took out his own teammate there. But we did see lots of score streaks held in the hands of this Avant-Garde lineup, so they definitely have those in their back pocket. We saw them nearly getting those War Machines, which could have been brutal on this Church hardpoint as we start to see Insurgency starting to set up here. Kui is going to be in, but he's going to get backup support from his teammate. Sniper shots coming in, so he doesn't want to poke his head out too much at that little window there. As here comes a new hardpoint, there will be 60 seconds and 60 potential points for the teams to rack up. And so far, it looks like this Insurgency squad have a great setup.
Yeah, they're doing indeed. Crit with that shotgun. You have Maka and Kui inside of here as well. Critical getting picked up by Vamp outside. Vamp then with that MAA one-shot, finding the man of Maka through the smoke. Zeke now, we haven't seen much from him though. Let's jump on board, see what he's doing. B23R in hand, roll with that MSMC long barrel and stock as the attachments. Now he doesn't have a shotgun. I think there is one lying around here somewhere near him, but he doesn't seem to want to go for it. He's happy with his MSMC. Happy to chill back here at the moment. Kui's there laying down, waiting like a snake in the grass. One player pushes on through. They pick him up, the old double tap there. As a few little nades come rolling on through, the players stay alive. Obviously, Flat Jacket working in their favour right now. And there it is there. Once again, you'll see Zeke just hip firing around, keeping it alive. 106-69 right now as the guys from the team of Insurgency answered back with a few points of their own. I'm pretty sure we are set up for listening for Insurgency, so we're going to have a bit of a look at that. I believe it is Insurgency though, ladies and gentlemen. So we will just jump on board with that right now.
One behind us. Top. He's weak top, weak top. Top tag. He's still tagging you, bro. One of my stairs, he's on the stairs, guys. Yeah, I got picked off top. He's just ADS. Yeah, we're spawning away out. Stay alive. Nice, guys.
In fact, the team of Avant-Garde, we're on board right now with in regards to that lithium, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, drop that. I'm here, close purple. Close purple, guys. Tag.
I missed it. Two in purple.
Nice, guys. Get this shit up. Good fucking work. Still purple, guys. Still purple tagged. Smokes down. I'm nading wide stack.
Purple stairs. One off the hill.
He's low purple stairs now.
Yeah, he's still there. Behind you, bro. Behind you.
Okay, still spawning purple stairs.
He's coming stairs now.
Just work that contest.
I see a lot.
One push metal.
He's got a shotgun. There's one vent, one top purple, and there's one top spice.
Yeah.
He's
top purple still, guys.
Working you. There's one across the gap. Man,
I'm gonna leave you here for this.
He got me, man. He's gonna keep pushing in, man. Chris got that shotgun. He's gonna be connection.
Church to Connie. I'm nading hill. I'm nading deep.
He's on hill.
Archers?
Yeah,
he'll fall off. I'm tagged. One top rock. I think it's a sentry at the top of spice.
I got it. There's still one in rock.
I'm
flanking. Gotta kill the rock.
Nice, Carl.
Push that rock. Nice work, Carl.
Church, two hill. Alright, tap from shotty, man. Let's do there. Let's go up on the hill. Let's play that hill hard. I'm cracking out my shotty, man.
Go fuck, there's still two on that hill, man.
Yeah, they're just gonna hold shotties on there, bro. I said that nade pushing you, Carl.
Just noticed before, the man of Maka was going pretty large. Had a 12 kill streak going for himself. Still has that Hellstorm lightning strike combination. I'm assuming he obviously used his sentry gun somewhere, Dr. Carey, but right now you see 25 and 10, and he's using an AR. A few people were questioning the fact that Maka's rolled to an AR. In the past, I don't know, obviously in the regards to the past previous Call of Duties, he was such a predominant S&D player. But now it's the fact that he's got that AR out, he seems to be doing a fair bit of work with it.
You know what? Even though he was a past SNG player, he is using this thing like a veteran right now, just decimating kids where they stand. And what a comeback by Insurgency. During that listening, I'm not too sure if many of the people were watching, but Insurgency had an amazing setup, and they have brought it back to just a matter of points here. And it actually looks like they will tie it up and then take the lead as Maka brings in that lightning strike, taking out that was vamped, in fact. And Insurgency, they have pulled this back, and this Avant team, they need to watch out that Insurgency doesn't take away or start to get too much of a lead.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They don't want to get away too much in regards to that lead. Nice little curve there from that Hellstorm to find Hopi there from Maka. As the guys from Insurgency get a plus 20, and Maka's got himself some more streaks once again. Hellstorm lightning strike combination there. Looking to try and work his way up back to a sentry gun. And, you know, this is really going to dictate the rest of the pace of the matchup. Kirby on board with him right now. 4 course short screen for him. You're going to have the man of Zeke pushing up in those yards as well. But Vilesider working that Remington like a boss as he takes up the man of Kui, shutting him down, trying to find critical, I think, now inside the Spices room. One out wide, though. Push on here up against Zeke. You've seen him. He's trying to play it smart and safe, but Enigma will outgun him there at the MSMC. Shutting him down right now. The Insurgency guys still have control. In comes the lightning strike from Vamp, though. Only finding Kui picking up critical in the end with the M8A1.
Yeah, it's a very questionable discussion.
It's Maka.
Maka, he just got a massive free piece, unfortunately took out his teammate there. But Insurgency, these score streaks are coming into play right now, and they are just knocking the players out of this hard point as they have just switched it up right there. In fact, it was Avant that had the great setup there. Then they pulled in their streaks, and streaks have been flying in all game long. It's great. It's great to see that as Avant are taking out a couple of this Insurgency team and getting them out of the hill, but you're going to see it was 20 seconds left. Both teams trying to rotate over this church hardpoint, and in all honesty, 2 minutes left. Whichever team gets a good lockdown on this church hardpoint could potentially walk away with the victory.
They could indeed. Right now, the Avant-Garde guys need to try and break it as the team of Insurgency are pretty much set up right on inside of there. Hoping with that shotgun with the millimeter scanner on top. He does seem to like it for the Churchill. He tried to push on inside, but Kui picked him up relatively easy with that B-23R. One by another bullet tube there. Shots go out though. EMP on the man of Vance. I'm not quite sure who is pushing up there right now. It may be Kui with the shotgun out, push on in, or perhaps critical. Not too sure, but the shots are going out nonetheless. It was going to be the man of Enigma finding critical inside of the Churchill right there, but Insurgency are getting away right now. The guys from the team of Avant-Garde are not going to be happy with this, considering the fact they had that lead for predominantly most of the first part of this matchup, to come now to within the final parts of this match and be losing by this amount, plus 60 points. They're not going to be that happy heading into the next game 12 with that S&D.
Yeah, definitely. They had such a lead, but Insurgency have been playing brilliantly ever since they kicked it up a notch, and they've brought it to Avant-Garde. As you see, critical, just absolutely decimating players with that shotgun, getting a nice two-piece there. And the hill will rotate, only hit markers, unfortunately, to that mill statue. And we look Insurgency, they only need a few more seconds to finish this out. It's going to be, in fact, 3 seconds as this whole of Avant, they are desperately trying to cling on here. But as I look at the scoreboard, 40 seconds left, it doesn't look like Avant will have enough time, in fact, to bring it back. So first, map number 1 will, in fact, go to this Insurgency lineup. And Bioacid, they turned it around brilliantly, and such a dominant win in the end.
They did indeed. You know, if I was Maka right now, there's 25 seconds left on the clock. I would have said to his teammates, get off the hill. Let me get that 50 bomb. It was on 43 kills, I think, right at the end there. So a 40 bomb out by the man of Maka right there for his team. Really helping him out, I guess, you know. But in that regards, it's obviously you win as a team, you lose as a team. So right there, Insurgency taking out game number 1 up against the team of Avant-Garde there. They'll head into game number 2 with their heads held high. Avant will try and answer back with some S&D on standoff in just a moment. But there it is, 44-14. Oh. Plus 30 for the man of Maka. It's a massive game, especially on a hard point up against, you know, this level of skill right now. So we'll go a bit of a break, ladies and gentlemen. We're back in just a moment with game number 2 between these two teams.
This is the time to turn off your mind. This is the time to turn off your mind's mind. Let me show you with your
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2 about to get set underway between these teams of Avant-Garde and Insurgency. Of course, Insurgency picking up game number 1 moments ago in Hardpoint, Yemen. But Dr. Curry, it was a close game to start with. The guys from Avant-Garde walked away a little bit there. They got a little bit of a lead happening. Then Insurgency answered back thanks to their score streaks coming into play. And Mac had to be, positive 30. 44 kills, 14 deaths.
Yeah, it was a very dominant performance by Macca there. Definitely outstanding throughout that whole game. But you did see Avant had a good lead at the start. But then, as I said before, Insurgency just kicked it up a notch and they walked away with it. Brilliant job, all-round effort from the Insurgency squad. They all lifted their game and it paid off brilliantly for them. And Macca doing an amazing job just going on a rampage that game. We saw the shotgun in hand several times, just decimating kids where they stood. And the whole of Avant, they just looked like deer in headlights. And the whole of Insurgency just rolled them, just went over them.
They did indeed. I know I was showing a bit too much skin, I think, for a stream, so I tidied my shirt up there. I was just trying to cool down in the middle of that break. But yeah, they did indeed. Insurgency answered back so dominantly there towards the end. I'm hoping to see a nice close matchup coming into this S&D right now. The guys are getting set up. I did just see a timer start, but they stopped it once again. I believe Macca did sign out of his account and then back in, so he should show up his name now instead of Izhays. But if it does show up, we might still stay Izhay every now and again due to that fact that you do get carried away at some moments when the big plays happen, and all you can do is just read that kill feed at times. But into the match we will go now, ladies and gentlemen. S&D on standoff. Game number 2 in a best of 5 series, best of 3. And we're going to start things off with Avant-Garde on that attacking side of things. Game sounds will come back on in as well. And I'm going to start things off with the man of Hopi. Let's see what he can do.
Hopi, one of the new players added to this Avant lineup as of, just recently. And he has that DSR in hand, trying to get an early kill off. Looking at top grandmas, unable to spot any of the players, just checking around the corners. He does have dual bands, so they're going to appear as a bright yellow color if it is, but he just somehow misses that shot right now. I'm not too sure who that was from Insurgency, but that was a clear shot. Unfortunately, they did miss it there. But Hopi not giving up, still trying to find another player here as Enigma taking down Critical. Now 4-3 situation, not in favor of Insurgency.
No, it's not indeed. Koopy's one on Vamp though with that sniper rifle. That's 3 snipers I've seen so far. You got Hopi, Kui, and Enigma all for scope out at the moment. Hopi now looking to try and keep his eye on that flank. Let's watch out for the A tank side of things though. Might be a player around that side near Cubby. He's aware of it to keep his eyes peeled for that area as his teammates are pushing around quickly with an overhead right now. It's a nice little spread out between these teams at the moment in regards to where their locations are and how they've got it set up. It's good to see it like that. You don't want to see them all clustered together. You want to see a bit of a spread out situation. Right now, one of the players working a bit of magic here. See what he can do for it. Enigma with his MSMC in hand, he finds Kui. He knows there's no one behind him, somewhere up high. There it is, and a 2-piece on Macca as well. Zeke picks him up, but now Zeke in a 1v2. Starting off that 1v3 moments ago. He's right next to the bomb site here at B. Shots were going out. He has to defuse it, but Hobie finishes him off with a nice little tap from the MSMC. 1-0 to Avant.
Not a very good situation. Indeed, 1-on-2 situation with the bomb down. Not where you want to be. As Hopi knew exactly where he was as we watched the final kill cam. Picking him up right on top of that bomb was that one tiny shot of the MSMC there. But that's going to bring the scores 1-0. That was, in fact, only the first round. It's a best of 6, so 6 rounds, and you can walk away with map number 2. We want to see an 11 round here. I'm sure we do. They are the best. And we'll go on board with Macca, who was that player from Insurgency who did miss that spawn site earlier on. So hopefully he has better luck now. DSR in hand, trying to watch back alley and that A bomb site, rotating between the two, but no one else really watching at back alley. So it seems like that's going to be his job, watching over for the flank, making sure none of the players from Avant sneak up and potentially take out their kills there. But shots exchanging all over the place. Critical just takes down Hopi there. Another player bottom brown for this Avant squad. It was hit markers only for the Insurgency player of Macca there. He's going to be trying to rotate it around, trying to get support from his teammates. It is a 4-3 situation, so the favors are definitely an Insurgency earlier on in the round.
They are indeed. Zeke and Kui out here wide now. Kui with the shots on there. Volside finds Critical. Kui finds Enigma, and Macca will find Vam. You're going to have now a few little trade-offs. So Volside's in a 1v2, and he's picked up by the men of Zeke. Unlucky for him there, and the round will go to the team of Insurgency. They're tied up now, 1 apiece here on S&D standoff.
We just saw Insurgency set up perfectly on that A-bomb side. Valside had to challenge. Knew there were a few players there, so he went for it there. As we're watching the kill cam getting dropped in the middle of the street there, he was in no man's land. And just there also in the admission, you see the bomb was about to get planted there. But that does bring the scores 1-1. So we'll stay on board with Macca, who was trying to get that spawn snipe earlier on, but Kui does also have the sniper in his backhand. But you know what? We'll switch it over to Valside, the bomb carrier for Avant. He seems to be the designated OBJ player, looking for any of the players, trying to poke the heads out of 8. Spots one inside that little cuboid, trying to get some hit markers there, but unable to do so through the walls there. As he's just going to play it very, very passive and slowly. Knows there's a player down there, tries to get another one, but lots of hit marks and the
City.
wall bank just eating the shots like SpongeBob there.
They are indeed. Zeke picking up Van there in the background while that trail is happening, though. And Volstar won't be happy, the amount of takes he's put into that player. But again, there's no such thing as lake on land, so don't try and blame it on that. As he puts some shots out now, again, tagging a player at the back of A right now. Good look at the overhead map. There is only one person there, so he's actually tagged the person at A about 4 or 5 times. Still yet to finish him off, though. Hope he finds critical in the background of that DSR 50. He now 3v3 in the round. Mac will then trade off with one on Hopi.
Beautiful
So,
shot by Maka. They're getting the headshot on Hopi there.
Oh,
Last player alive will be Valsider once again, but he is, in fact, does have the bomb. And as the A-bomb sniper finds a player right on that track there, Kui destroying him from that close range engagement. Both of them was ARs, but Kui just got a little bit of advantage there, just playing a little bit defensively. Valsider poked his head around, and much easier for him to get the kill there, as we watch in the final kill cam. Only one shot in there for Valsider, a little bit unlucky there, but that is going to make it 2-1. And Insurgency, they're starting to make a little bit of a lead here.
They are indeed. Quick little note, Kui has a thing that I've noticed in regards to online. He may be doing it here at LAN as well. He has a panic jump is what I call it. He jumps pretty much in every single final kill, or every kill that he pretty much does. So let's try and just watch it here. Let's see if I don't know if he'll do it with the start. Just a little jump up and over there to have a look around. I don't know if he'll do it in the long range, but in the close battles and stuff like that, he usually just jumps up in the air. I don't know why. He tries to hit the opposition off and try and just disregard some of their bullets that might be coming his way. But right now, he knows the player at the back of the A there somewhere. Not too sure he's disappeared to. Out goes a sniping shot there, just missing his head. Here was Zeke right now watching that flank as well. So you're going to have Maka and Zeke on that side of things. Critical now helping his teammate out off Kui. Trying to find some players out there at A. Can't see much, but does find a trophy in the process. As the Avant guys now trying to work a bit sneaky beaver work there. Trying to come around the backside of things. Kui still hasn't moved that much. And
Neither of the players, none
half
of them
the time's
really.
now gone. And no one's died.
No one from Insurgency or really Avant have pushed up, both playing very defensively, but we did see before Avant making a little bit of push there as Kui spotting a player right to his left there inside that Q-boy. Zeke dropping a player too, trying to get hit markers. He drops Hopi. Now he's going to go for the bomb plant there. Trophy system in front of him, and he's actually making some headway towards his first set of streaks. Bomb goes down. In fact, players trying to take each other out there. That's going to be Zeke challenging one just out there, but Maka drops Enigma too, so one player left alive for this Avant squad. He's going to be right in the middle of the map. That's going to be Valsider once again. Third time will be the charm if he can clutch it. Spots a player on tank there, trying to avoid the bullets there. Also, nearly gets a headshot there on Zeke, and critical. Oh, just what a shot there by critical there.
Was indeed. I'm honestly surprised he didn't get the headshot on Zeke. He did get a tag on the head. I'm not too sure how that works, but that's just CoD, I guess, at the end of the day. Critical there, nice little line up as Volstar was trying to get the play. It would have been Kui out wide there on that A-bomb side of things. But at the end of the day, 3-1 it becomes now on this S&D here, a standoff. 2 rounds of difference. Insurgency in that lead. Looking to increase their series score to maybe they can keep it going in their favour right now. As we jump on board with the man of Enigma from the Avant team.
We'll just see what Enigma can do. He does have the sniper rifle in hand, and we are seeing a ton of those right now, but I really would just, once it dies down B, would just watch this grenade if he can pick up any players. Unfortunately not, but do you want to just check out the scoreboard real quick? See where the plays are set up and look at that. Insurgency. 3 of them, all dropping the 4 bomb right there. Critical lacking behind a little bit, but still doing an amazing job. And Avant, none of them really doing anything. Vamp dropping the donut there, unfortunately, for his squad there, as it looks like Enigma has been EMP'd, so he's not going to see much there. And that dual band is useless, basically. Shots getting exchanged all around the map. And Avant doing a very delayed push, and we've seen this almost every round. Both teams doing a very delayed push, and then in the last couple of seconds, deciding to push out.
They are indeed. Right there, you'll see the Avant guys, still 4 players alive. 2 left, however, for Insurgency here in the round. As Enigma is now pushing up here to the sides, trying to help his teammates out and provide a bit of cover as they will get that bomb down at A, I would assume. Oh, they won't though. Zeke coming out of nowhere to find the man of Valsider from behind there. And picking up the kill with that MA1. Hope he'll then pick up Maka, so they know Zeke's around the backside somewhere. He picks up Hopi to trade off here with the man of Enigma. And 3 players down right now for Zeke here in the round. 1v1, looking for the team down the ace in the round win. If he can get it, he'll be happy. Shots go out, tagging all over the place right there. It's glowing red. 1 tap will do it. There it is on Van.
Oh my.
And a bomb defuse. Full streaks. And the team down in 1 round. Zeke. Massive plays. 8-1 right there.
Can't believe we just saw that.
4-1 it's going to become. Zeke is happy.
Zeke, he is happy. All smiles on board for that Insurgency team there. 4-1. Full score streaks to Zeke, who just clutched it out there as we watch in the kill cam. Vamp trying his hardest to avoid him, but Zeke was a man on a mission. Jumping around that corner, he stood no chance of Vamp just getting taken out there. But Insurgency, they're starting to roll over Avant, and we saw this in the hard point. They took it away from them near the end there. And it looks like Insurgency are slowly taking this search and destroy away.
They are indeed. You know, the team of Avant, they need to just slow down a little bit and just try and figure out what they're doing wrong and try and correct that mid-game. For those that are wondering, what we saw just before was the team of Insurgency. You had the man of Kui, Zeke, Maka, and Critical on your screens a moment ago. That rolls out for those that aren't aware who looks like what in real life. That is that there. Kui finds that early off sniper there going out a moment ago, though. I'm pretty sure Zeke will be saving probably those score streaks for another round if he needs to. Critical, of course, being dropping in with picking up Maka now. So the guys from Avant trying to get around here. Zeke will find a Nimba though afterwards as the shots go out there from Kui. A couple of tags out. Zeke on an 8 kill streak. Volstar shuts him down. 1v2 the score now becomes in regards to players left in the live. And alive in the round, I should say, sorry. And now it's all up to Kui to clutch this one.
Kui, can he do it? Do what we saw before was Zeke getting the massive 1v3, but there is a player trying to shoot him from behind in that servo. He just got pinched there brilliantly. But you know what we're going to see? The Avant team did notice that he had full score streaks, and of course, when he did get the bomb defused, they can spectate over him. So it's going to be very interesting to see them hiding indoors. Don't want to, you know, let an easy, you know, lightning strike come in and decimate them all. But the scores are 4-2 still in favor of Insurgency. But finally, Avant doing something.
Yeah, and the man of Van picking up his game a little bit there. He was 0-4, now 2-5. We've just got word the winner of this match will go on to play Immunity next up on main stage. So just be aware of that, ladies and gentlemen. Big match to come, no matter who wins it nonetheless. Maka with that scope out once again this round. We're going to jump on board with the man of Van. I want to see Van picking the game a little bit here. He's going 2-5. I know he can do better than this. I've seen him do a lot better than this. Works some magic for me, honey, as you get that sniper looking out. Does it sensor nades as well? Yeah, that's something a little bit different to what players are used to using here. Critical finding Vant there. Nimba finds Kui, though. They trade off and kill on each team member. So it's going to come now 33 here in the round. As once again, Volso is putting those shots out, trying to get the tag on any player at A. At least then he'll know someone's there and come that out to his team. But he has the sniper rifle to pick up there if he wants it.
You know what? It was a 3-on-3 situation as of right now, but that sentry gun was deployed. So, you know, in terms of it, it's a 4-on-3, so Avant have got to watch themselves. The last thing you want to do is get taken out by a sentry gun here, as Valside is going to be playing, again, a very defensive role with this bomb here. Only 30 seconds left on the clock. They need to do something, and they need to do it now. Insurgency doing a brilliant job of just hanging back there, but Maka unable to do so as Enigma just cleans him up there. But Lightning Strike coming in from Zik there. He will not find any of the players, unfortunately. All of them indoors there, but the call-outs would have been given. Valsider, he's now on top of that B bomb site, planting the bomb. 10 seconds left. The bomb should go down, and there it is. 44 seconds. Critical dropping Enigma 2, then Hopi answering right back. 2-on-1, not in favor of the Insurgency team, but it looks like Zeke does have that Hellstorm in his back pocket. It's going to be very interesting to see if he pulls it out.
That sentry gun going off there in the background as well. I know you can hear it. A few players running out mid-street there. Zeke on the hunt. He's hungry for the kills. Looking for some players here. There is from Hopi from behind, shutting him down. Now, a quick mention as well. Zeke did use that sentry gun and the lightning strike all in the one round. So he only has that Hellstorm left. And right now, the Avant guys are 1 round away from tying it up here at 4 rounds apiece. Counts 4-3. The Insurgency guys still have that lead, but you know, if Avant can get 3 rounds in a row, that'll definitely help their momentum and their mindset in this S&D.
They definitely have brought a bit of momentum back. You did see 2 rounds brought there, and they managed to avoid 2 score streaks brought in by one of the Insurgency players there. I'd have to say, really good job by Valsider there. He did great job with the bomb. They're playing defensively like he has been doing all game long, but even that much better. Critical's trying to get an early sniper spot to play in orange, but the grenade from Valsider, he would be a bit disappointed there. He did have the trophy system down, but unable to protect him, as Hopi also gets a shot off onto Maka there. Players dropping all over the place. 2 left alive for Insurgency. They are stuck at the A bomb site, but Zeke at least is still alive. He has that health on his back pocket, but shots getting exchanged. He finally drops 1 player left alive. Kui, who takes out Hopi there. A few players left alive for this Avant squad. It's going to be very interesting to see how he plays it. He does have bomb, spots a player on top of the bomb. Now, Bioacid, what a comeback by Avant.
It is indeed. 3 rounds in a row right now from that comeback they've just achieved there. And Enigma using that bomb to his advantage, sitting behind it, you know, with that little glitchy part of it, showing the head. Really helped him out as they take that round. And, you know, it's a good comeback. I'm hoping that we'll see it come now for round, back and forth. Obviously, the Avant guys are hoping that they'll just get the next 2 rounds in a row. Because that'll then, you know, realistically put them into a CTF in a really great mood. Considering the fact they would have just won 5 rounds in a row in regards to an S&D. So what's going to happen, but the shot goes out once again from Maka there with that scope, trying to find a player. Critical finds Hopi though, start things off in the round from the Insurgency team. Making it now a 4v3 here. in this round number 9.
It's very interesting. We're going to have to keep a note out if the Hellstorm does get put into play, but Kui ends up dropping a player there. Bomb carrier Valsider once again left last one alive in a 1 of 4 situation. We've already seen a clutch this game. Another one would be magnificent. He is making some headway towards some score streaks, so it's going to be very interesting to see if he can do it. He picks up one player there. Call-outs would have been given, but look at that mini-map. All players for Insurgency spread out pretty evenly across the whole map.
Yeah, they're watching exactly where they need to be. They've got their main street covered. They've got the back flank covered as well. The only thing realistically might be the Ellie, but I don't think they're that worried about it at this point in time. You know, they can always just fall back to that if they need to, one of their players. As Volsider's having an issue walking around here. L to W Volsider as it becomes 25 seconds left here in the round. This is what they want. Volsider wants to get this round for his team, but at the same time, he has to be his mental side of things for those kill streaks. You know, they could maybe give the round away. It's going to then cost them. They'll, of course, put Insurgency 1 round away from the victory. But at the same time, he doesn't want to die because he's like, I'm so close to streaks. This really could change the game up if I just stay alive long enough. He's hoping that the bait would come out and these guys would just challenge him. Not going to happen. So the round will go in Insurgency's favour. But again, Volsider just a kill away from a couple of streaks in his hands to realistically perhaps change the game.
Valsider, he must be a bit frustrated then. He was hoping for one of the players of Insurgency to challenge him. None of them did. They played it brilliantly. They stood their ground and it paid off for them. They walked away, we'll see around. But Valsider still is very, very close to those first set of streaks. But also, one of the players for Insurgency does have that Hellstorm missile from memory. It is going to be Zeke who's trying to get a spawn snipe off there. Maka, brilliant kill on Hopi there, making it a 4-3 critical. He also gets his own right there, taking out Enigma. 2 players left alive for Avant, and Vamp drops Valsider, last one alive again, and he is in the middle of open there. Collapse will be given, but he has picked up the Hellstorm, and here it comes in.
Oh, nice counter. But Zeke, is that a wallbang? That had to be a wallbang from that distance.
That had to be a wallbang from that distance.
That has to be.
Oh, look at that.
Wait. It has to be. Oh, my God.
No way.
Zeke, go home.
Zeke, you animal.
No.
Valsider, he has
disgusting.
got a look on his face. He is not impressed. Can't believe that just happened. But the whole of Mindfreak, look at that, smiles all around. They have brought it 2-0. They are 1 round away from potentially facing off against Immunity.
Great game to Zeke, though. 12-5. He was 8-1 at one moment there, so a few more deaths to his name than perhaps he may have liked. But still, you know, he picked up full streaks at one stage, and then that wallbang to finish the round off. I'm lucky to Volsider. It was a good little counter with that straight to pulling that Hellstorm out. You know, it would have been really good if it actually worked out in the end for him, but sadly, with that wallbang, knew he was inside a kebab due to the ping coming off his Hellstorm that just went down and didn't work out in the end. So CTF up next, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be in the map of Raid as these guys get set up for that. We'll have a quick little short break just for a little while here and be back once these guys are ready to get into it. We'll have a listen in as well for you all at that stage. As we come back in, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start things off here with the Avant team. There will be a listen-in available at some stage as well, so don't worry about that. We'll have that lined up for you all as we're going to hear things off the Hobie men from the Avant-Garde team. These guys are going to try and come back in. Game sounds will come back in for you all as well. And away we go. First kill on the CTF will be on Courier to Vamp there, and you're going to have Hobie being a critical afterwards, trading off there as these guys push up. Out through running in through kitchen here right now, Curry, or Docs, I should say. And right now, the Avant guys, 3-player attack and aggressive play pull coming out right now. As if you can get the double tap wise, your friend Hobie, you should know that.
But 3 players just then did drop. In fact, for the Insurgency team, Maka left alive, but he has pulled that flag. He will not be meeting only 1 player. That's going to be very interesting to see who will prevail on top. And it looks like Maka gets dropped there. And this could be an extremely early flag cap by Avant. And what a turnaround. They were 2-0. They did, in fact, lose the hardpoint and the first search and destroy game. So that CTF, which is currently being played out right now, 1 flag to nothing in the first minute.
It is indeed. So 45 seconds into the game, they're getting cap into and the Avant guys will be feeling pretty happy. We're lined up for listening with the Avant team, so we'll jump on board with them now and just see how their comms are going after that S&D loss, but a good first start here for CTF.
Lost Cody.
What a money. Right now, money. Money.
Can we just squad ring,
I got 1, there's still 1 more out there, bro.
Everybody on this court.
That's him. Fucking big kill, Carl. Let's go. You're on your own with that flag, Hope.
I'm running towards you.
There's definitely going to be a guy in cash, man. He's going to be pushing through.
Yeah, I'll put you right.
Oh, Crit's attack fucking hard, bro. He's still on our flag and he'll die.
He's still in Zig.
Crit is still on our flag. Wait,
just hold back.
He's going to pull that ring.
I'm running to you.
Yeah. I lost him.
No, he's got mid. He's got straight mid.
Dude, I accidentally fucking fell off the edge. I can't jump over. I killed the support. There's a guy in kitchen. He pulled it open.
That's 2.
You've got it?
That's 2. There's still 1 more out there, man. 2 kitchen.
Oh, nasty.
That's a big fucking re.
You're a fucking boss, Grant.
Let's go.
There's one to pull.
Dude, you're the fucking best, Grant, man.
Yeah, that was big.
Push that Hope.
Yeah. Just cover me, yeah?
Yeah, go. Go to Carol, full side. Grant, can you just get that pull?
Yeah.
I've still got clothes on. They're going to be flanking around.
I got 1 off open, man. There's still 1 in that pool.
There's 1 in pool. 1 in bedroom. He hasn't pushed yet.
Yeah, no, he's still there. He's going straight for flag. Full side. We should spawn on ring, man. You got to go back.
Want to ran past me?
It's Kui. You're going to be looking for 1, man.
Is he in our spawn?
Yeah, he's definitely in our spawn for sure.
Just ran to pull side, guys. I'm back flag.
He's back our Lambos. Back on our Lambos.
Yeah, just hold on.
I was going to watch him open and shit. He's on me.
Don't worry about it.
Where's he running?
I don't know where he went.
I think he's got mid.
He has to contest me. He's on top. He's tagged. Nice, Kyle.
Weak in mid.
I got him.
One more is tagged. Going straight off that flag. He's going to pull straight up. Pull. One to
close. Zeke and critical up.
Close to mid. Yeah, close now. Oh my fucking god, Hobie. Yeah, close tag, Zeke. Nice, good save. Is it? Yeah. What do I do? We're up 2 flags.
Fuck.
What do I do? Edit. Are you serious? Are we going to go from here?
That's fucking shit, dude.
What's going on?
Game had to be ended there, ladies and gentlemen. Respawn time perhaps was set incorrectly there, so we had to end it. Now, Avant were the host. It was the man of Avant started hosting there. They did now. The interesting thing is though that neither team picked up on it, and as the players, they really should have. So I'm not quite sure if they were just like, has the rules been changed and we're just playing at this, or what's the go? But I just found it interesting that neither team actually picked up and team killed or anything like that. You know what, you can't question it too much. Of course, we did see 2 flags capped there, so it's going to be very interesting to see if those do bring it over into the next game. I'm not 100% sure, or else we'll start it back 0-0, but we're just going to change the settings here and hopefully get into it straight away. We don't want too much of a delay. Filestarter is the host, so he just needs to edit those and try to get this game underway. But Bioacid, we did see Avant very dominant, though, in the short amount of time we did see. Oh, indeed. While obviously the respawn times may have been incorrect, they were still very dominant in regards to map control. Now, and that, of course, would play an aspect of it. Quincy, get out of here, son. That would play an aspect of it, but at the same time, their mindset should still be strong coming back into this restart. Hopefully it's all good. I think he's just checking everything else now, making sure it's all neat and tidy and make sure everything is correct. I'm pretty sure there will be a restart at 0 apiece. I'm not too sure if we're going to get that confirmed. We are pretty sure it will be a restart at 0 apiece though. And it's one of those things that happens. Sometimes you may just miss it as you're scrolling through the settings. It's just interesting. As I said, it is interesting to see that the fact that neither actual team picked it up. But oh well, what are you going to do? Back into we'll go now, ladies and gentlemen. Hard point on Raid, restarting it back off once again. We might just go straight back into a listening actually with the team of Avant, because I want to see what their mindset now is after that issue.
See if they can bounce back from it.
Hopefully they can. 20 seconds going to kick on down. We'll stay with the Avant for a little while here, and let's get away.
Brother?
Spot at the front.
Same deal, man. We just fucked that shit up. We're
beside
gonna
me.
fuck out.
Matt, can you please run a little bit to your... Actually, yeah.
I'm going into the right.
Go a little bit
Try
to
to
the
get a
right.
nade in there.
No, Grant, you got best point. You should be nading. You should be going.
Alright, yeah, okay.
Hope you'll throw something for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna nade that stairs.
There's one in there.
Another one,
Let's go.
another one.
Black van.
He's in there on your left, on your left.
He's already down. He's in our open, man. Bed. He's in our bed.
I got ringside. I got ringside. No, there's a guy on ringside. QE.
I just up to him.
Two spawn ring. There's two on
Red
her.
flag tagged.
Come
Just go
towards
for
you.
kills here. Go for
I
kills
just stay
here.
alive.
Throw you smoke.
Yeah, Crit's weak,
I got the
man.
one off her bed.
Chris coming back on the left side.
Oh, this room, through the flag, guys. One's up in their shit. One on your car. I'm gonna push up to you. I'm gonna
Kitchen.
He's tagged on shit. He's tagged. Been tagged.
Okay,
Another one. There's one open. He's in pool side going your ramp. Pool side to your ramp, Carl. Let's go pool side to your ramp.
Oh, spawn.
Come guys, they're gonna be pool side. Carl.
Oh, one shot
I'm
with
blocking the
Grant.
side spawn. I'm blocking the side spawn. There's one here, a stone. Lordy. He's
Tell me,
pushing
Carl.
stairs.
I mean, Matt.
Mason.
I heard him.
I got
Two
one
down.
ring locked down. One more wide
One
ring. He's
ring.
gonna go straight to rug. It's Mac.
I'm running. This
dropping
is shit,
down.
guys. I'm running.
I'm
Shit tagged.
Crits on shit.
I thought he's gonna pull. He's gonna pull.
Mac is one shot. Pushing down to flag. He's on blue car.
Pulling mid. It might be our back gym, dude.
Zig now. He's pushing. He's camping Zig. He's camping Zig.
I'm watching red.
He's close to your right side, Grant.
He's on me. Done.
Nice. Big kills. Help Matty out.
Oh,
Help Matty
he's
out.
back. Close to streaks here, bro.
I'm gonna come
One
on.
mid tagged.
Pull. Our flag's got pull.
Care open.
He's going pool side.
He's running out, Matt.
Yeah, right, let's just charge him. I'm running back to the flag. You guys get that side.
Yeah.
One mid now. Come behind you guys.
I got him.
Nice.
There's one mid coming to open. Critical mode.
Hey, sure, just
One
get
more
it.
shit.
no,
I
you trust me.
just spawned over here, dude. Just...
You gotta get a Zig.
Yo, you're right here.
It's pretty quiet in mid.
I send a Zig. I'm watching your back flag.
I've got nothing Zig.
Nice, guys.
Nice,
Yeah.
good cap. Enclosed.
On me. He's on the ramp, guys. On the ramp. Going into red. He's jumping top red. Jumping top.
There's one open, one on their front side, man. They're all on our flag. They are all on our flag. I've got streaks, so.
I send the flag.
One in red.
Just get kills here.
Close right. He's on a flag. They're pulling it. That's one more there, to you, right? One more there.
One more there. He's tagged. He's going ring. He's going to go into room.
Vamp going to work right there. Full streaks, flag returned, and on the defense side as well. Their flag is now away, I believe, in the hands of Kui. Running that outside ring right now, Doc, but at the moment, Avant are in their lead, only by one this time around, but still, it's one more than Insurgency currently have.
It's a new squad. I don't know what disadvantage. They've lifted their game brilliantly as we see score streaks coming in. A Vamp, he's got to watch out for Hopi there as he gets dropped there. But Kui, the flag carrier for Insurgency, trying to answer back here. He's just dropping even. He was the 4 for 4. If he can get this flag cap, not too sure exactly what he's doing. He's just rotating around the middle, finds a player at statue at the front of the statue area. Not too sure what he's doing there. I think he thought there was a player up pushing top laundry, which there was, so he had to play it very defensively. Maka was the only one left alive for his teammate, and of course, as I said, he just gets dropped there. But Avant doing an amazing, and as we say, we cast of the caster, the curse of the caster, unfortunately. Hope he does grab that flag, but he's going to be trying to run it, smoking, but gets EMP too, so it's going to be very interesting to see if they can get another flag down. And this Avant squad, they've switched it around brilliantly.
They have indeed, so they're going to try and get that 2-0 lead back once again. He's up top bedroom there, the flag's now being dropped. Relatively, like, Volstar is around that area. You're going to critical now, trying to challenge for it. He sees him up there though, tags away. Now comes a little nade there from Volstar saying, hey, how you doing, son? Picks him up with the MSMC though, will grab that flag and keep it alive for his team. Now their flag is also gone. Zeke's in the hands of that, so a bit of a stalemate situation may follow here. It does happen on the map of
Score streaks.
Right? Yeah,
One of the players does have score streaks. I'm pretty sure that is Vamped, in fact. So if we could just quickly switch on board with him to see if he does have it, possibly. Yes, he does have that Sentry Gun and that Hellstorm, but he's pushed up very aggressively. It's going to be very interesting to see if he pulls it out there. Two players, in fact, right there on top of the flag, but unfortunately Vamped I honestly thought he should have broken that score streak and potentially gotten that return there. But here comes a return from Insurgency, and they level up the scores 1-1. There's 30 seconds left on the clock. Shots getting exchanged still. At least it's very... What a game. I'm sorry, it's only been the first half, but what a game.
It is only the first half indeed, Vance. Obviously saving that sentry gun. It's a smart play indeed. Obviously their next spawn and the next half is going to be out in the open there in the jungle. So using that sentry gun out wide there is a very smart play to have made. So he's going to be using that location. He's got the Hellstorm still to be allocated as well. He might say that for perhaps an emergency flag run at the time. But right now, quick look at the scores. 10-8 there for Hobie. Vance on 11-14. 9-8 for one of his other teammates there as well. But at the end of the half, one apiece there, Doc.
Vamp doing an amazing job for this Avant squad. They did get that flag very early on, but Insurgency did answer back. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in this round number 2. It is 5 minutes, but that sentry gun, Vamped, he still has that sentry gun, so he's probably going to pull that out straight out the bat on this new side of Raid, and both teams will be fighting very aggressively to try to get an early flag and an early lead.
There will be indeed. Quick little rotation through the players here. You got Kui and Critical, Mac and Zeke there. No actual streaks for them, but looking at their ratios as well. 13-9 for Critical. Zeke's is getting on 6-7. 7-8 for Kui. And Mac on 7-12 as well. So, you know, it's a nice little even split in regards to what they've got right there. So into a listening, we will go with the Insurgency team now, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy.
Cool. Main stairs. Switching zigzag. Pushing zig. Yeah. Nice, nice, nice.
Still one full house with me.
I spawned ring.
Yeah, he's just sitting under me or something.
Nice.
Carl's still here somewhere.
Prime blocked. Enigma's laundry.
Unless he ran away. Tell me if you kill Carl.
One's in kitchen.
I got him,
Nice. Don't die, don't die, don't die.
Alright, tall rock. One's in tall rock and one's in kitchen.
Enigma's just camping ring.
One's in.
He's at white van. He's on white van. He's on white van.
They just showed my trophies. They're smoking our flag.
Got him. Another one.
I've got.
Oh, pull stairs, pull stairs, pull
Yeah,
stairs.
stay down.
Nice, pull streaks, trophies, boys, trophies.
When I spawn. I've nearly got
Put it
streaks
down,
too.
Cody, put it down.
Waiting for the trophies.
Wait, I'm gonna try.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Do wait.
Flag out. Yeah, I'm at their laundry.
One in middle.
Whereabouts you in?
Behind the rock, first rock, behind Lee. Yeah.
Need trophies.
Don't put it down, don't put it down.
Oh, it's I'll trophy it when I spawn.
I think they've got a sentry.
He's on a flag. He pulled poolside, poolside.
Do they have a sentry?
No.
Pull, man. Come on, let's rotate.
One in mid, one kitchen, one open
I'm
stairs.
kill shreking, alright? He's pool, one mid, and pool house.
Get in the house, get in the house.
I'm scared, Hobie.
He's in kitchen. Money.
I'll get money.
We need you.
Oh, two kitchen, one money.
He's one shot. He's on dirt.
They're all over me. They're all over me.
One pull down, one
We need
dirt.
to go back to
Dirt
spawn,
tagged,
man.
dirt tagged. You got sentry still?
Yeah. I'm waiting for trophies.
Two kitchen. Wait, one more.
I pulled this ring.
in front of me.
Pull that ring. They could be on your ring. Yeah, they could be. Gun down. Nice, that's two. I got Hope a while back.
Could be one ahead of you.
Hey, one's in kitchen.
Oh, he got me.
Oh, kitchen down. Main stairs. He's pushing pull.
I'll get him.
Come on, let's get this flag.
Get pillars, my pillars open.
I'll got your back. Oh, there's two. AR.
Coming to help.
Oh,
Unlucky.
Actually, I'm not.
put the sentry up.
He's on a flag action pull. Pushing pull side.
There's more
Get
there.
trophies, boys.
Zigzag.
We need trophies. He pushed Jim. He's in our flag.
Put the trophies up.
Yeah, he's there.
I'm
Nice.
pulling a pull.
Nice.
Oh, one more behind
Sentry up.
Wait, he's in dirt. Last one dirt.
As we come back in, ladies and gentlemen, it's still one flag apiece right now. Both flags are base and some streaks being used. Zeke putting his sentry gun out. You saw a moment ago with the trophies. Just guarded a little bit there. He's going to go out and venture out a little bit now, like a little going on an adventure, like the man from the King or Lord of the Rings, I should say, or the Hobbits. But
they're just going for an adventure.
Oh, Bilbo Baggins.
Are you comparing the players of Insurgency to Hobbits?
Oh, indeed, why not?
New name, Hobbits. All right. Anyway, well, what has happened, if you guys haven't been paying attention, but we did see a couple of flags trying to get pulled there, but vamped, massive two-piece there. Zeke's sentry gun going off, taking out Valstarter. Only 30 seconds left. It's going to be very interesting to see if either team do go for one more flag cap. It looks like this Avant team are going to be pushing up yet, but it seems like a little bit too late by them. As there is a playing factor of Insurgency that's going to be critical right on that garden bed. If we just see there, Enigma, he's going to be spawning up top there. So that's in fact Vamp. And it seems, I'm not too sure what their mindset is here, but it looks like they're going to be waiting for overtime here. They're
going to have to go into the overtime in Z. Good little look through the players, though, as I'm trying to see. No players on the team of Avant, and only Zeke has a Hellstorm in regards to heading this overtime for score streak. So it'll be interesting to see what happens and what teams go for, like, what flag at certain times. So right now they'll be, just recalculating their mindsets and thinking about what they can do differently coming in to this overtime in game number 3, best of 5 series between Avant-Garde and Insurgency. Right now, the Insurgency guys want this one to finish it off 3-0, just on the off chance that they have to verse Avant perhaps later on sometime today. But Avant, they don't want to go out yet. They want to keep on, get this match all the way to the end. So it's only game number 3 in the best out of 5, so there's still more chances for them if they can pick up the CTF right now. I've got faith in them to pick a hardpoint win up as well, after what we saw there on Yemen to start the match off. They did well at the start, but just sadly couldn't capitalise on the end. Kui, though, straight off the bat will get a nice little clean two-piece in mid, shutting down the Avant players who are trying to come out there and get a sneaky flagpole happening. Out go the smokes, but the Trevor Sisters will make short work of those, and Crit will now follow out with a couple of flag runs happening here.
Oh, big kill there by Kui as the flag has been pulled critical, running straight towards Statue. He's going to get uncontested by no players, and if Insurgency can get this flag cap, it's going to be very interesting, but one player for Avant is on the flag as he pulls it towards the pool side.
Very
smart by him. He would have been absolutely outplayed there by all the Insurgency players. Shots going down all over the place. 2 Avant players taking out players, but then Zeke drops himself.
He's unchallenged.
Oh, watch this. They're going to try pinching right now. One player left alive, critical, the flag carrier. He's dead red as the Avant players were going for it, but got shut down by the spawners there. And it looks like we are going to have a little bit of a stalemate here, but there is still that Hellstorm missile in the back pocket of Zeke.
There is indeed. Obviously, the guys will be using the garage to try and protect themselves a little bit. I think the man of Volstar is just going to go high in bedroom instead. Located up there right now, his teammates are going to try and guard him as best as they can. Obviously, there's only 2 access points. The jump up, which will slow a player down, and the staircase that the players can watch relatively easily there. So critical located in that open area. Now, he'd be in a bit of trouble if anyone from the Avant team had a score strip like a Hellstorm or a Lightning Strike. They don't, though, so he's relatively safe at this point in time. His teammates are going to be doing their best to protect him from the entry points. The only bad thing is there are multiple entry points for him's position. You've got basketball court, you've got wheelbarrow, you've got kitchen, you've got back laundry. There's 4 where they can come in from compared to the 1 where Volstar is currently located. So it's more options for these guys to try and protect. They might be able to do it though. Chris got a nice little M8A one shot going for him, and he's almost got himself some streaks because they're just feeding him right now while he's got the flag. Yeah,
he has a flag, and it also, if you do get a kill with a flag, as we just saw there, Varsity, you get plus 200. That will in fact give critical score streaks and could potentially switch around the whole map, as 2 players for the Insurgency team did drop there, and critical, he did pick up a kill there, and he has got that Lightning Strike and Hellstorm. It's going to be very interesting to see if he decides to pull them out, as Valstad is playing it brilliantly, still staying in that top bedroom, but critical, he is still trying to get one more player that's going to be challenging from that top laundry side. He has support from his teammate there. It's going to be Hopi trying to do a one-man army job right here as he takes out Maka. Now he's just going to be waiting for his teammate to push up with him. That's going to be another Avant. It's a 1-2 situation. In critical, he needs to go big right now as he manages to take out one player, vamped, and then comes Hopi from behind. Can he get the return? He unfortunately won't. Massive kill by Zeke, the spawner, and he's going to pick up that flag, but critical did pick up that sentry gun.
He did indeed, and you've also got Zeke still with that Hellstorm as well. So right now these guys are thinking, okay, what can we do now in this regards? Now the sentry gun will be getting saved for the next half. No matter what happens here, they will use it from a defensive standpoint, and it's a great thing to have, obviously. His Hellstorm Lightning Strike combination may come into play in a moment, who knows, or it may be saved as well to stop any flag runs that will happen during that second half in case these guys from Avant be a bit sneaky and get that flag away without them being, that well aware of it. It's just sad that, the Vamped and Hopi were both set up relatively nice for that challenge. They did pick up crit, but Zeke being in the right place at the right time, stopping that flag from being returned.
Just really interesting to note, Valstarter has moved away from that bedroom, and he is in the open, Flag picked up again by Kui there, who just gets the kill on Vamp there. Now Valsada has moved to the back garage. If a Lightning Strike or Hellstorm was to come in, he has all those cars around him, so he's got to watch out for that. But I think he's just realized that and decides to go back up to the bedroom. A much more safer position here. With 1 minute 10 seconds left on the clock. Neither team really doing that much damage or changing the pace here, as it's just been a stalemate for the past 3 minutes.
It has indeed. Like, you know, as you said, he was aware that those cars are still alive in the garage and they can easily be blown up. It's also the fact that obviously, you know, that it's got that whole roofing top area as well. The Hellstorm could come through, the Lightning Strike, or there's more access points as well, you know. So he was doing better in the bedroom, and he seems to have gone back there again now. The interesting fact to note is the fact right now you've had Critical, Zeke, Maka, and Kui all have their flag, and they've all died. Volsod has stayed alive, so you know you got to give Volsod credit for that. These guys from the team of Insurgency haven't had a close enough chance yet to kill Volsod. He's just been, you know, rotating back and forth. His teammates are defending him and still pushing for that flag at the same time. Now they're getting desperate. They're aware of it. They don't want to be on the other half and have to try and get a flag return. But at the same time, they're like, well, we have to risk it for the biscuit, as they say. They're going to try and get that flag to run all the way back home. Now, it's not going to happen. I don't even think they can even get that flag returned and run it back. I think it's about a 13 or so second run time. So right now they are challenging. They're just trying to make it seem that there's the flag killer. That neither team's going to get a cap in, I don't think, here. They might get the return in, but I don't know if the flag will go all the way home. Kui's going to try and put it in, but
2 seconds.
End of the first half of the overtime, 0 apiece. So the first cap in the second half will be game, set, match.
It will be. In fact, that will be it. 1 flag, game over right there. Now, I'm not too sure about Vile's side of that. He did push up with the flag, and the problem was if they did end up getting that return, he was all the way on the opposite side of the map. It does take roughly 15 or so seconds if you run straight through the guts of Raid to try and get that flag cap. So in all honesty, I did not agree with that play there, but they did manage to kill the flag carrier, just not the return. And it is literally sudden death right now. 1 flag, that is it. Streaks coming into play by Zeke there. He puts down that sentry gun, and I would not be shocked if we see a full-on aggressive push by this Insurgency lineup.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either. I think what Vile sort of may have been hoping for during that end of that half was to try and get at least a Hellstorm out of it. Obviously, being the flag carrier and killing the flag opposition with the flag, you do get a fair bit of points out of it. So that might be what his mindset was. It's like, listen, guys, worst comes to worst. They'll split a time of about 4.5 minutes. We can sort of be able to defeat that. Don't worry, and we'll head into the second half. You know, thinking in that positive mindset. Right now, though, they want to try and push out and get away here with the flag, but the guys from Insurgency are trying to lock them down in this area. Outside of the kitchen, there's a few players in mid there. Mac will find Valside with that MSMC shutting him down. Almost a minute gone here, and I guess you would call it like round number 4 out of all the things. 5 minutes each half, obviously. This is the second part of overtime right now. As Hope gets a car bomb there on Critical, shutting him down.
The killer car strikes again,
it does.
taking out Mac. Now, you know what? We haven't seen the scoreboard all game. I really would like to see it. Oh my God, Vamp doing an amazing job. 34 for 18. Look at Hopey too, giving great support also as Enigma. Valsider, he's been doing the OBJ work, so he's allowed to drop that little bit of a negative there. Critical on the opposite side of Insurgency, doing a brilliant job and great support from the rest of his team. So in all honesty, the scoreboard basically tells the tale. It's been such an even game the whole way out, and it has come down to round number 4. And look at this, Critical making a very aggressive push. He does have those score streaks in his back pocket, but he's going to be met by Enigma at the top of the stairs there. Zeke also trying to do a push here. He has that lightning strike. That's a Hellstorm missile, sorry. And Kui grabs the flag. Very, very great play right there, as we're going to see Insurgency trying to pull this flag through poolside. And in comes the lightning strike, trying to get the spawners there. Can he pick up any of the players? Unfortunately not, but here comes the Hellstorm missile, give him some support. Zeke picking up Valside. It looks like Insurgency. Oh, there's 2 players, in fact, on the flag, so it's going to be very interesting.
Kill there from Enigma.
Massive kill by Enigma there. Can Kui solo it and manage to get this flag? But the flag has been pulled. Sentry gun going off. Enigma dropping a kill there, but in the car. Oh, that sentry gun. Massive plays there. That flag has been capped. That will be it. 3-0. The winners are Insurgency, and they will face off against Immunity in the next main stage match.
And there's that sentry gun that has been brought into question by a fair few of the pro teams over in the NA and EU region. Should it still be allowed? Should it be banned? We're not too sure, but you know the Deserter rule set does have it banned, I believe, altogether. So you know it is being questioned in that regards. But Insurgency, though, if it's allowed, they'll use it, and it worked well for them. If you're going to be 3-0 in the overall score and scheme of things between these two teams, and the winners bracket round 3 matchup, these guys will be, pushing on through. They'll be staying on main stage to go up against Immunity, and it sort of fits because Immunity do have a bluish tinge to their jerseys, and they will be on the blue side of that main stage. So I guess in a way, it all works out in the end. So up next, ladies and gentlemen, the winners bracket round 4 matchup, which well, it's not actually the winners bracket final, so don't worry. It's winners bracket round 4 matchup. It will be Insurgency coming off that fresh win 3 up against Avant-Garde, up against Immunity, who I'm assuming may have not dropped a map yet. I don't know. I haven't been paying that much attention to their series. But coming back in just a moment, I'm of course Bioacid. I was joined here by Dr. Curry in regards to those matchup. Again, thank you to him for joining us here at this event. Doing a fantastic job in his casting, so be sure to give him a follow there. His Twitter is located down below, so hit him on up there as well. Bit of a crowd still down there behind us as I give him a little wave there in the background. Who are down there at the main stage to look up and around as well. But in a moment, ladies and gentlemen, as stated, Immunity versus Insurgency up on main stage next here for Plantronics ACL Melbourne 2013.